Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, trailer, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On first down, trailer. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Jackson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Keep on coming, baby.
It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Harris. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run on first down. Trailer. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Trailer. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down now, Trailer, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down, Baltimore.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Bengals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Harris. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Now Brown. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are... It got his man complete. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. hands it off out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Third and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Ravens 21, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Rush in. He's coming. We got double up.
A handoff to Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Harris. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Looking to throw. Harris flushed out right. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Well, offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Here's Harris throwing on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Harris. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Harris. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Harris. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15. Let's go.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. We own them. We own them.
Back to throw. Harris. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 37-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. High throw, but he makes the catch. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than 1 man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Get ready, get ready.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 8.
Slam, slam, slam. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Shoot!
Big dance. Go, go.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, Harris escaping the pressure right. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now a give, right side. Trailer looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Trailer. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Ravens 31, Bengals 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Harris. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike 15. Mike 15. Not today, you won't.
Back to throw. Harris. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is brought in at the 21. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by
the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, middle. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Trailer. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Watch the pass.
Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Franklin Myers. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Mustang 19. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I got you.
Looking to throw. Harris. And that's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Harris. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw is Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. John Franklin Myers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's Jackson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Jackson now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Harris. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Harris. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. 15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. Watch the run. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
I got him. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right?
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Looking to throw. Harris. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Trailer. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Check, 59.
On 3rd down, Trailer. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
59. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
They'll try the left side. Trailer. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the left side. Trailer. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. On 3rd down, Trailer. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, They continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss.